This conference will now be recorded.
Right. See, yesterday we have seen how to download and install Java in your system along with Selenium components. So we'll see just what are all the required softwares for Java. Required softwares for Java, what? One is Java, and the second one is Eclipse IDE, and the third one is Selenium standalone server jar file. So these three things are required. So this is Java is for as a programming language we are using. Eclipse IDE for
Script actually.
so to develop the scripts. And this is Selenium standalone server, which is
It's
providing
a library file. Library files.
it's a
Testing web
Selenium,
application.
right? So to interact with the browser, this Selenium is required. So this Selenium standalone server, which is providing Selenium library. I mean library, that library which contains so many methods. Each and every method is performing a different task on the browser. Okay, we'll see. So yesterday we have seen the download and installation and configuration of Java. See, Java is containing three parts. Java is containing three parts. So what are all the three parts? One is Java SE. So yesterday when we try to download, it is saying like Java SE development kit. So whereas in some of the peoples, they're in the shortcut they call it as J2SE. The second part is Java EE. In they call it as J2EE. The third one is Java ME, or the shortcut that people are writing like this, J2ME. See, Java SE. SE stands for Java Standard Edition. This Java Standard Edition, which contains core Java. See, using this core Java, we are going to develop standalone applications. Using this core Java, we are going to develop this standalone applications. For our Selenium point of view, we required core Java. Of course, core Java itself is a version. We will see the complete concepts which are all required for Selenium point of view. So we need to concentrate the core Java concepts. Java EE, Java Enterprise Edition. People are also call it as Advanced Java. See, as per some microsystems, there is no term called Advanced Java. The Sun Microsystems people, they did not use any term called, or they did not use any word called Advanced Java. But normally, while using, people are giving the name as Advanced Java. Why? Because it contains different kind of frameworks like JS, struts, and then some related servlets, like some different kind of frameworks are existing. So using these Java EE, people are developing like some advanced kind of applications like client and server applications, desktop applications, and then web applications, and then web services, and then enterprise applications. So people are using this Java EE, people are going to develop like some advanced applications, which are all required for our business point of view. And the third one is Java ME. Java ME in the sense Java Micro Edition. Whereas some of the guys, people also call it as Java Mobile Edition. But as per Sun Microsystems, it is Java Micro Edition only. It's not a mobile edition, but which is using to develop mobile applications. See, before Android and iOS came into market, earlier people used to develop with this Java ME, J2ME. So at that time, people used to develop the applications with Java or maybe some other operating systems like Symbian. The Symbian operating system, which was using by Nokia and okay, so or maybe like BlackBerry. So such kind of operating systems they were there, and people developing using those kind of operating systems. So once the Android and Selenium, sorry, once the Android and iOS came into market, now the mobile application market is completely occupying with those two markets. One is Android and the second one is iOS. Nobody is using this J2ME applications nowadays. Okay, right. Yesterday we have seen the Java. Now the second one is Eclipse IDE. It's integrated development environment. This Eclipse is also like it's an open source. Just a second. Just a second.
This conference will now be recorded.
See, this Eclipse also it contains different kind of versions. See, you can download and you can use it any version. You can download and use it any version. So we need not to work with the latest version, and because Eclipse we are using for developing point of view. So no matter which version we are using it. So in the Eclipse you have different kind of releases like Mars, Luna, Oxygen, Photon, Europa, Helios, Galileo, Ganymede, like that. For each release you have different names. See, using Eclipse we can develop different kind of programmings. Using Eclipse you can develop Java, you can develop JavaScript, you can develop Python, you can develop C++. Okay, but what we required, we are going to download according to this Java related things. Just a
This conference will now be recorded.
okay, right. So go to Google, download Eclipse. See, choose the link called Eclipse IDE for Java EE. Select here. Now below you have versions, and there are old versions also there. Eclipse, Mars, Neon, Oxygen, Photon. After Photon, they did not provide any name. But each, so far, like up to Photon, they provided the name. But after Photon, they did not give any name and all. But still, they released versions and all. So you can download from Mars to the latest version. It's up to you. Okay. So in my system right now, I'm using Photon. Okay. If you want to download, you can download the latest version. So see how you are going to get this Eclipse. So let's say if you want to download the Photon, or if you want to download the latest version, go there. The latest versions, they are supporting for Windows 64-bit. Windows 64-bit. If you take like Photon, right now whatever I'm using, that Photon, it contains 32-bit also. Whereas some of the guys, they're trying to work with the 32-bit operating system. So for them, if you want to download, you need to download the old versions, not the latest version. Okay, because Windows 10, all these things and all, 64-bit. See, Windows 10 also, it contains 32-bit, but by default, everybody will choose 64-bit. Okay, so let me show with the Photon. So Photon version. See, you can use any version for developing the scripts. Okay, it's need not to be like the latest one. Now see, if you are working with Windows, there is 32-bit and 64-bit. And see which version you need to download. You need to download the Eclipse according to the Java version. If you are installing Java of 64-bit, you should download 64-bit. If you are working with Java of 32-bit, you should download 32-bit. Let's say you downloaded Java version is 64-bit. If you're trying to work with Eclipse 32-bit, it will not work. You will get compatible issues. So according to the Java type, you should download the corresponding Eclipse version. For the Mac, it is 64-bit only. So you are going to download this one and you can start using it. And whereas Linux, it's again 32-bit and 64-bit. Normally people will not use this Linux and the 64 Linux versions. So in India, most of the guys, people are working with, almost 95% of the candidates will work with Windows only. Whereas in US, in other countries, people are also working with Mac. Okay. So if you are using, if you are working with Mac, download the 64-bit. So mine is Java version is a 64-bit. So I should click on this link. And here you will get in the form of zip file. Once you download zip, next extract it. That means unzip it. After unzip, it contains different kind of files and folders inside the Eclipse thing. So let me show you. See, this is unzip folder. Once you download, you will get in the form of zip file. You need to unzip it. After unzip, the folder will looks like this. And inside, it contains folder. Inside, it is containing different kind of files and folders. Now see, there is a blue icon. So that is the Eclipse. So that is the Eclipse launcher. So using that icon, we are going to open the Eclipse. So for Eclipse point of view, you need to download it and unzip it. That's it. See, don't think that like always each and every software we need to install. No, it's not like that. Whereas some of the softwares you will get it in the form of zip file. You need to unzip it and then start using it. So that means there what you are doing like some kind of configurations. You are not doing installing. Installing means on top of the operating system you are trying to install it. That means on top of the operating system you are keeping that software. Whereas some of the softwares you need to download it and configuration. So you need not to install it. Okay. So similarly, Eclipse is coming under that category. I think might be for Mac operating system point of view. Once you download, you need to install. I think so. Okay. Just check. And who is using Mac operating system?
I am using Sudha.
Yeah. So just check, madam. And I think once it is downloaded some .dmg file, you need to install. I think so.
Okay, I'll check.
But Windows, you will get it in the form of zip file. Unzip it. That's it. Okay. So yeah, is it clear so far? Everyone, Kusuma, Rosie, Saira, Srividya, Sudha.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next. See, right now I kept this Eclipse folder in the D drive. So what I'll do is, like, to launch the Eclipse from the desktop, just send it to desktop. So it will be create some shortcut on the desktop. From there you can launch the application every time. Otherwise you need to go to that location. From there you need to click on that Eclipse icon. So just create a shortcut icon in the desktop so that it will be easy. Right. So now Eclipse is done. And the third one is Selenium standalone server. This Selenium standalone server we are going to download from the official website. So that is seleniumhq.org. seleniumhq.org. So the seleniumhq.org now it is redirected to selenium.dev. Now it is showing as selenium.dev. Go to downloads. And here download the latest stable version 3.141.5. Okay. So you downloaded this is Selenium standalone server jar file. See, we are working with Java. The Selenium libraries they are provided in the form of .jar. Suppose if you are working with C#, they are provided in the form of .dll. Selenium server standalone .dll. If you are working with Python, they are providing in the form of selenium.py. If you are working with Ruby .ry, like that, they have file extensions. So here we are working with Java, they provided in the form of .jar. Okay, so the file name is Selenium standalone server, which is a Selenium library file. It contains so many methods. Okay, right. Now you downloaded and install Java, Eclipse, and then third one is Selenium standalone server. So for to start working with WebDriver, what are all the things are required? All these things and all is ready. So what you can do is in your system, create one folder. Keep any name. But for my convenient point of view, Selenium underscore, let's say I try to prepare as Kusuma. See, I'm handling so many batches for Selenium point of view. For each and every batch, I'll identify with one student name. Okay. So it need not to be like same. According to your convenient, you can keep it any name. Okay. So, but I'm identifying with this Kusuma name. And here, new, inside that, keep library file. Keep another folder called lib. So what is the use of this lib folder is, see, while working with Selenium, we are going to use some different kind of jar files or some different kind of exe files. So instead of download it and keep it in different locations, keep it in one location so that it will be easy to track. So for that point of view, I have created this lib folder. So now we downloaded the Selenium standalone server, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll copy this file and keep it in your folder, in your lib folder. Okay. So for that reason, I have created lib. Okay. So in your system, what you can do is just create two folders. One is according to your name, or you can keep it like Selenium or whatever it is. It's up to you. Under that, create one more folder with the lib. So you are going to keep all the files which are all using it for our Selenium point of view. Keep all the files in that location. Okay. So tomorrow, if I want to point out that, we can point out that location. It's very easy. For that reason, we created that lib folder. Okay. Next. Right. Steps to create project in the Eclipse. See, so to start working with Eclipse, first you need to create a project in the Eclipse. Without creating a project, you cannot directly create a Java file. Under project, you need to create a Java file. Okay, so that's why we need to create a project in the Eclipse. Okay, first launch Eclipse. So there is a blue icon, right? So click on that blue icon. After launching the Eclipse, the second step is we need to set the workspace. We need to set the workspace. So what is meant by workspace? Whatever we are going to create Java projects, or whatever we are trying to work the Java projects in your system, to store all the Java projects using Eclipse, for that one location is required. So that is called a workspace. Workspace means a folder or a storage area which is going to store the Java artifacts and the documents or Java related projects. Okay, so to store Java projects, we need one space. So that is called workspace. So in this case, what I'm going to do is whatever we created like Selenium underscore Kusuma, that folder I am going to keep it as a workspace. So set a workspace. So in this case, I'll point out Selenium underscore Kusum. Right. Next, click on launch. There will be a button called launch. You are going to click on that launch. After clicking on launch, it will take you to the welcome screen of Eclipse. It will take you to the welcome screen of Eclipse. In the welcome screen, there is an option called workbench. Click on workbench. After clicking on workbench, it will take you to the Eclipse home screen. In the home screen, you will see different kind of menu options like file, edit, view, run, debug, all these things and all it contains. Okay, so that is your Eclipse. That means you entered into the Eclipse to start creating your project. After clicking on Eclipse, you are going to enter. That means you will see home screen of Eclipse. It contains different menu options like file, edit, view, run, etc. Like this, you will see different kind of menu options. Let's see. So click on Eclipse, the first point. Now see, that is Photon version which I'm using. The second one is set a workspace. Select a directory as a workspace. Select a directory as a workspace. So Eclipse IDE uses workspace directory to store its preferences and artifacts, development artifacts. So now in the D drive, so what I'll do is I'll point out this folder as the workspace and see there is a checkbox. Use this as the default and don't ask again. If you check this checkbox, next time if you launch the Eclipse after clicking on Eclipse, next time this dialog won't show. Why? Because you set this checkbox. Okay. So if you want to see this checkbox, sorry, if you want to see this dialog, don't do that. If you, it's not required. But if you want to directly take you to the Eclipse screen, so check this checkbox. It's up to you. Okay. So I don't want to do anything. So click on launch. See, if you want to switch from one workspace to another workspace, so here you can select the workspace whatever you required. Okay. So you can also switch from here to another one, or once you entered into the Eclipse, there also you can switch. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so right now what I'll do is I don't want to check this checkbox. I'll click on launch. Now this is a welcome screen of this Eclipse. Now here in this case you are seeing like workbench option. Click here. Now see, it contains different kind of menu: file, edit, navigate, search, project, run. Like this, you are seeing this menu options. This outline and task list, it's not required. Remove it and see in the left hand side it is showing like Project Explorer. In the left hand side it is showing Project Explorer. So this Project Explorer, what it is containing is, under workspace, whatever we are creating the projects or whatever we are going to create the projects, all those things and all it is going to show under this Project Explorer. This Project Explorer, which is showing all the projects, whatever we are going to create under that workspace, all these things and all it is going to show. So here, this is the area where you are going to implement your test cases or test scripts. That means the development activities you are going to take in care here. Okay. So how to create a project? So once you enter into the home screen, right? Go to File, a new project, Java project. See, using Eclipse, we can develop different kind of Java projects. We can develop client server, we can develop web application, we can develop web services, we can develop enterprise applications, any kind of applications which is related to Java, we can develop it. But for our Selenium point of view, we don't require all those things. We require simple standalone Java project. So for that point of view, we need to choose the option called Java project. Simple Java project. It is enough. Or you can follow any navigation. New Java project. See, let's see the new. Go to File, a new. Now see, these are all the different kind of projects we can develop it. So we don't see the Java project option. So go to project. See, there is an option called Java project. You can select that one also, or you can select the Java project. Both are same. Both are same. Okay. So click on Java project. So provide a project name. So let's say here I'm giving the project name is Selenium with Java. So that is what I have given. After provided the project name and keep all other settings as it is. Now see here, whatever the project you created under this location, under this workspace. So Selenium underscore Kusuma, this is your workspace. Under that, this is the project name you create. And keep all other settings as it is. Keep all other settings as it is. Okay, don't do anything. Just provide the project name and keep all other settings as it is. Click on finish. So it will ask like open associated perspective. For the time being, just click on no. See, once the project is created, it is going to show under Project Explorer. I told you, right? So the Project Explorer, which contains the project which is created under Workspace. So we created Selenium with Java, so that's why it is showing under this Project Explorer. So by default, once the project is created, it is showing like two things. One is SRC and the second one is JRE system library. So see, click on this arrow symbol, expand it. See, SRC and JRE system library. SRC is representing source code. That means you are going to implement your Java programs or Java projects under SRC location. Whereas this JRE system library, which is using to run your projects. See, SRC is for implementation, JRE system library, which is using for running purpose. So without this JRE system library, you cannot run your project, or you cannot run the Java programs under the Java project. So JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. It is going to create the environment for to run your Java files. So it contains what are all the libraries are required for to run the Java programs. So that it is going to provided by this JRE system library. So similarly, if you create another project, for that project also this SRC and JRE system library will be created. If you create a number of Java projects, for all the projects, SRC and JRE system library will be created. So SRC is for source code and JRE system library is for running the programs. Okay. So what I'll do is, let me delete, see, delete, and I'll try to create once again. Delete. Are you sure you want to remove the project from the workspace? See, if you want to delete from the hard disk, so select this checkbox. If you don't do this checkbox, what will happen here is it will remove from the Eclipse, but in the hard disk it will be there. So what I want to do is I want to remove permanently, and I wanted to create a fresh one. So just check this checkbox, click on OK. Go to File, a new project. Now see here, I am choosing this option, Selenium with Java. Open perspective. Sometimes while creating a project new, that Java project, whatever the option which we selected, that Java project, it is going to show here only. So how will you, I mean, if you want to get that option, what you can do is, see, there is at the top rightmost corner, there is something like open perspective. This open perspective is going to show the list of project types. So Java development or Java WE or Python related, some different types of project which is going to list out. So right now, which is pointing Java WE. See, there is an option called Java. So select this. Click on open. Click on open. Now go and see. Go to file, a new. See, the Java project option is showing. If you want to see the option in the list of projects, I mean here only, then you need to select the open perspective as a Java project. Okay. Otherwise, you need to follow the second navigation, this navigation. So we required to create simple Java project to work with Selenium. Right. Now expand it. See, this is SRC. How to create a Java file. The program implementation, everything we are going to take in care under SRC level. So how to create a Java file? Right click on SRC and new. Right click on SRC, new, and see, to create a Java file in the Eclipse, we need to choose the option called class. We need to choose the option called class. So select it. Now, where you are creating under project, under SRC, you are trying to create a class. Normally, while creating a project or while creating a Java file, here we are choosing Java class, right? The class name starts with capital letter. So that is the coding standard we are following it. So is it compulsory? No, it's not compulsory. But while working in the projects, you need to follow certain coding guidelines. Just like that, you should not implement according to your wish. Okay, so we need to follow certain rules while implementing the project or while working in the project. So similarly, while providing the class name, you need to start with capital letter. So normally all classes are represented with, or all classes are started with capital letters. So since it is my first program, so I'm creating a class name as welcome to Selenium. So W is the capital letter. Welcome to, again T is the capital letter, and Selenium is another word, again S is the capital letter. See, we are following like camel cases. We are following camel cases. The style what we are using to work on Java programming is camel cases. Normally, it starts with capital letter and the remaining characters in the small letters. Again, subword starts with capital letter. The remaining word is in small letter. Again, that another subword is starts with capital. The remaining characters in the small letter. So that is how we are going to follow the style. See, after providing the class name like this, and see the below, there is something like public static void main. So select this checkbox. This, see, the simple Java projects are going to executed from the main method. Simple Java projects, whatever we are using it for our Selenium point of view, are normal Java projects are going to execute it based on the main method. So that's why we should have this in our program, public static void main. So without this main method, your program will not execute it. We'll see with practically. After public static void main, click on finish. After selecting the public static void main, select this finish. Now see, this welcome to selenium.java, you provided the class name as welcome to Selenium. With the class name, it is created a file name with .java extension. Okay, you provided the class name but with the same class name, it is provided the file name. Now see, under class name, this main method is there. So let me increase the font size. Go to Windows, Preferences, General, Appearance, Colors and Fonts, Basic, then come down, Text Font, Edit, 14, and then Apply and Close. Now the font size is increased. Welcome to Selenium. See, you should remember one basic fundamental. In Java, the complete program you are going to implement under class level only. Outside the class, you cannot implement the program. Outside the class, it is not allowed to work on the project implementation, or you cannot write a Java program outside the class. In C++, it is allowed, but in Java, everything you are going to implement under class only. In Java, everything you are going to implement under class only. Okay. Next. See, in C, if you want to print the statement in the console, we are using printf statement. In C++, we are using cout. Whereas in Java, we are using system.out.println. That is the statement we are going to use it. So you need not to write the complete things and all. Just write syswo, write like this, and then press Ctrl plus a space bar. Write syswo, or write 2 to 3 characters, and then press Ctrl plus a space. Now see, it is going to show the list of options which is matching with these characters. The list of options which is matching with this characters. Sysout. Print to standard output. Now see, the beauty of this Eclipse is once you write a few characters and then press Ctrl plus space bar, it is going to show the list of options. So this feature is called auto suggest, or some of the guys they call it as intelligence. Okay, sysout. Now select this option. Now see, this option what it contains, it is containing system.out.println. So this statement which is using to print the statement, whatever you are writing inside this, it is going to print on the output console. Okay, select it. System.out.println. Here, let's say welcome to Selenium. So this is my first program. Okay, this is the beauty of this Eclipse. You need not to remember. Just write few characters and then press Ctrl plus space bar. It is going to show the list of options which are all matching with that. Okay, and then I told you the program implementation, everything you are going to take in care under class only. Okay, under class where? Under class, you need to implement methods. Under methods, these methods again under class, you need to implement your program. The program logic you need to implement under methods. So by default right now, main is the default method. Why? Without main, your program will not execute. See, whenever it is trying to execute the program, internally the JVM will be there. The JVM will look for, okay, where is the main method? The execution, it starts from the main method. Without main method, it will not recognize what kind of program it is. So in the normal standalone Java project, the projects are going to execute from the main method. The main method is the starting point for the program execution. Okay, let's see whether it is recognized without main method or not. Now, how to run the program? Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. So always save resource before launching. It is asking you want to save the file. Yes. Select it, click on OK. So welcome to Selenium. So this is my first program and this is output of this program. So this is a console. The output you are going to see here. So for that, the statement what we are using, system.out.println. Right. Let's say you did not have this program. Sorry, you did not have this main method. Point number one, to implement the Java programming, you need to implement under class. Okay, right. Now, if you want to write the logic or if you want to do something, you need to have method. You need a method. Default method is main method. See, while implementing the programs, you are going to create a number of methods. Main method is the default one. Okay, so you are going to create a number of methods for different purpose. Okay, that you are going to see in the coming sections. Right, now if I try to execute the program, right click, run as. Now see, here it is not recognizing anything. Okay, you created a class, but what it is, whether it is a Java application or whether it is C application or whether it is a C++, how do I know? It is not able to recognize. So if you want to recognize this is a Java program, so main method is compulsory. So main method internally, the JVM means Java virtual machine. So that is the heart of Java. That is the heart of Java. So the program execution starts from JVM. Internally, the JVM will look for main method. If main method is not there, it won't recognize whether it is a Java application or C, C++ or any kind of application. Okay. So main is the compulsory. Now just write main, and then press Control plus a space bar. Control plus a space bar, and this is the main method. Just select it. Now see, just write few characters and then select whatever the options which is suitable to you. You will get that. So that is the beauty of this Eclipse. Just write system.out.println. Welcome to say. And see, here welcome to Selenium, and You have taken. See, let's say whenever you are writing a line in the program, suppose if you did some mistake, immediately it will give you the error. Immediately it will give you the error, and it will tell you what is the mistake you did and how to resolve the issues also. Eclipse is doing like a programmer friendly environment. I mean, it's creating a programmer friendly environment. As a programmer, if you do mistakes, immediately it will tell you the suggestions, and you need to resolve those issues. Without resolve those issues, you cannot run the program. Now see here, you did some mistake and that's why it is showing red color. So what you can do is just take your cursor to that red line and it will tell you what is the mistake you did and how to resolve it. Now see, inserting missing quotes, something like string letter. See, whenever you did some programming, so whenever you try to use system.out.println, inside whatever the statement you are writing, that statement should be present. That statement should be present within the double quotes. System.out.println should be present within the double quotes. So this is called string literal. Always string, we need to put it in the double quotes. And again, missing. Insert semicolon statement to complete the block of statements. See, in Java, each and every statement is ending with a semicolon. Okay, if you want to put that, first you should complete your block. So this is open bracket and this is closed bracket. Then put like this. Okay. So what happened whenever you are writing the program, whenever you are writing each and every statement, immediately it is going to check a compilation process. So what is the meaning of compilation? As per the rules and regulation, whether you are writing the program or not. Immediately it will check the compilation. That means immediately it will check the syntactical errors. Syntactical errors in the sense as per the program rules, whether you are writing the program or not. So that is called syntactical. So if you are not following it, immediately it will give you the error. Just know whatever you have seen. So for each and every statement after you have written, immediately it will do that compilation process. So that is the beauty of this Eclipse. So as a programmer, you need not to do compilation process separately. See, in any programming language, after implementation, you need to do first is compilation process. But whereas in the Eclipse, while writing the program itself, internally it will check the compilation. So you need not to do separately. So if there are no issues or if there are no errors in the program, directly you can start executing your program or you can start run the program. So this is a very basic fundamentals of Eclipse. So the Eclipse is providing a programmer friendly environment. That's why for development point of view, people are using this Eclipse. And using this Eclipse, we can develop easily. See, if you want to write the program in the notepad, you can do that. But after that, each and everything you need to take care, because a notepad is just an editor. You can write and you can save it. At the time of writing the program in the notepad, there you will not see any errors under, because it is not a tool which is doing for compilation process. So that's why people are using IDE, integrated development environment, while working in the projects. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts? So where did you select the Selenium jar file in the project? Yeah, that you will come to know tomorrow. So that
Okay. Okay.
right now what we did is, like, we just set up only the project under the Eclipse.
Okay.
So how to add the third-party jar files in your existing project, that we will see tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kusuma, Rosie, Saira, Srivida, any doubts?
Yeah,
No.
right.
Madam, madam, you are saying something, Kusuma. Your voice is breaking, madam. What is that?
Can you, I said no doubts.
Ach. Rosie,
No, sir. All good.
Vidya,
No.